we well, there is a history of very good relationship with between Cuba and China. And if we talk about the Chinese in Cuba, we have to say that the first Chinese who came to Cuba was in 19th century, even before the independence of Cuba. And since then, there has been a very big colony of Chinese in Cuba until today, as most of the countries have, we too have Chinatown in Havana. But as you know, the Cuban government triumphed in 1959, and the year, 1 year later, it recognized the People's Republic of China as an independent as a country. And since then, our bilateral relations has been increasing, so far that today we can say that China is the second country in exchange in terms of trade with Cuba. It's the number two partner in our economy. Our relations are based on trade, credit, and investments that have increased since the last 30 years, especially after the fall of the rest of the socialist world from Europe. It has been increasing, and today we have to say that China for us means a lot for our economy. They are present in our cooperation, in the trade, and especially in the field of food, production of food, and in our priority, which is our goal to have at least more than 25% of our electricity coming from clean sources. So China is working with us, is investing with us in the production of clean electricity, which is something we are in need, especially after the sanctions of the United States have hit our economy, especially in the import of oil. As you know, Cuba, the production of electricity in Cuba is used mainly with oil. So China, for us, means a lot in terms of trade, in terms of commerce. We have a lot of students, Chinese students in Cuba. We have Cuban studying in China. And we are one of the very closest partner of China in the Belt and Road Initiative for trade. China is not only important for Cuba. China is important for most of the countries around the world. The position of China in the BRICS, which is the platform that includes Brazil, Russia, India, and South Africa together with China, has called the attention of the rest of the world. And today we have to say that there are a lot of countries that are looking for being members of that platform, which is a goal that I think will increase the interest of many other countries. And the weight of China in the international scenario is what, in my opinion, is provoking this xenophobia that is existing in the American media, in the American government. Now, the Secretary of State of the United States is in China. China accepted this visit, but after 4 months of postponement, in order to say to the United States that China is an independent country, China is not afraid of talking to the United States because China is very well imposed in the rest of the world, in the international community. So we have to say that China is today a big brother, not only for Cuba, but for third world in general. As you know, Cuba is the chairman of the group of 77 plus China. And in September this year, we are going to organize in Havana a summit of the head of state and government and China will be represented in order to strengthen the relationship between China and the third world. So saying that, I have to repeat that for us, China is a model of country in the cooperation field, is a model of a country, of a power or a superpower making business with poor people, with people from the third world. Thank you.